Now, as I already told you, Hannah gave her son, after giving praise to the Most High, she took her son and she did, as she said, and dedicated her son back to the Most High when he was a little boy. And he went to live with that very priest, Eli, the one who ministered unto Hannah when she was at her lowest point. And when Eli was a young boy, he's living with Eli and reverences now Eli as his father because he is now to grow up and be a young priest, a young prophet, because that's what his point of birth was meant for. So another story is going on is Eli has two sons. Eli's two sons are also priests, but they are horrible priests. They out here in these streets. They running with the thoughts. They stealing people money and offerings. They just doing anything they want to do. They not living right. They ain't doing what they supposed to do. And Eli sons are looking bad, and word is going around like, oh no, these two boys are out here like they tripping. So Eli hears of this and he's like, sons, you're not doing right. That's not good. But that wasn't what a priest or a father's job. His job was to correct them. Like, you know, your son's out here doing wrong. You're supposed to, hey, nah, cut it. Done. You're out. You're not doing this. But he didn't do that. And he was kind of just weak with his, his words. And he didn't really correct his sons like he should have. So the Most High knows this because he knows everything. And Eli gets word from the Most High. And like, hey, because of what your son's doing and you not correcting them, your bloodline is going to get cut off. Your two sons are done. There's no more going to be of this because they are defiling my name. They're defiling my temple. Nah, we can't have that. So Eli hears it, but he goes on his way. So some time go by. I don't know how much time, months, weeks, days, I don't know. But little Samuel, who's now living with Eli, is now starting to get some messages himself. So let's get into the message. So one night, little Samuel, he getting ready for bed, and he hears a voice. Samuel, Samuel. So he pops up and he leaves the room and he goes to see Eli. He's like, yes, father, you called me. So Eli looking like, nah, I didn't call you. Go back to bed. That wasn't me. Go on back. So Sammy goes back to his room. So few minutes later, go lay down. He hears his name again. Samuel, Samuel. So Samuel gets up. And Eli, he goes to Eli. And he like, yes, you called me. And Eli like, I know I just told you no. Little boy, if you don't go to bed, now I already told you I didn't call you. Go lay down somewhere. Because you know how little kids be. Like, they don't want to go to bed when it's bedtime. So he probably thinking that. So Samuel's like, okay. So you go back to bed. Third time. Samuel, Samuel. Samuel gets up again. Samuel goes on out. Yes, Father, you called me. So Eli thinking like, now it's something really going on. This is weird. You know what? I think the Most High is trying to talk to you, boy. When you go back to that room and you go lay down, you hear him again. When he asks for you, this time I want you to lay there and say, "Here am I." And Samuel said, "Okay." So he went back and he did just that. So the fourth time comes and he hears Samuel, Samuel. Little Samuel lays, yeah, here am I. And then the Most High, the angels, the Ruach comes to him and he has this vision of what's to come. Now, what's the vision? The vision is the very thing that was already said about Eli and his two sons, that their bloodline is going to get cut off because of the things that Eli's two sons are doing and Eli not correcting them. So Samuel is a little boy. I'm sure he's terrified because he got to hear something so deep at a little age, a young age. So he gets up the next morning and he don't even say nothing to Eli. Eli said, "What, Samuel? That's you? What did the Most High tell you?" Samuel, he's scared because he like, well, I ain't trying to tell him what was said. Like, that's something I gotta tell this man, him and his sons gonna die. So Samuel like, I don't know, I don't want to say. And Eli's like, no, it's okay. You can go ahead because whatever the Most High said, I need to know the good, the bad, or the ugly. Whatever it is, speak because I know it's what is supposed to be heard. So Sammy said, okay. He goes on and tells him, and he tells him the same story that Eli already knew. So at that point, Eli, he said, you know what? I know it's true. I know what was already told to me. I accept my circumstance, it is what it is. And that was the end of Eli, but the very beginning of Samuel. So we're going to stop right here with the story of Samuel because Samuel has a lot more, and I'm sure we're going to get to a lot of his other stories. And can you believe that really happened? But believe me, Samuel grew up, he became a mighty man of Israel, was trying. I ain't going to go to it right now, but just be on the lookout and keep watching. Can you believe that really happened? I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Can you believe that really happened, Sister Sarai? Love you. Bye.